We will make that a top priority, that India is pulled into our side and away from them. We might have our moment of hiccups right now. We are on the track of resolving that. When the president has been critical of India, he has gone out of his way to compliment Prime Minister Modi. They have an incredible relationship. I've been with them in the same room.
The U.S. and India are both acutely threatened by Chinese expansionism. President Trump and Modi undeniably respect each other and have signaled again and again that the United States and India are natural allies. Nevertheless, our relationship with India is far from perfect. You've talked about that in several different ways today in your testimony in response to questions. I'd like to ask you to talk a little more specifically about how India views Chinese expansionism and aggression and what that means for U.S.-Indian relations.
Senator, thank you for the question. Look, India is very concerned. I mean, they've openly spoken about this, as I think it was Senator Haggerty who pointed out just 5 years ago, they were in open conflict. And so while we might have our moment of hiccups right now, we are on the track of resolving that. Our relationship with the Indian government, with the people of India, extends many more decades, and it's a much warmer relationship than they have with the Chinese. Frankly, they are concerned by Chinese expansionism. And Chinese expansionism is not just on the border of India, it's all over the area. And so we share a lot in common, and we share a lot of the same concerns that other nations in the region do. So should I be confirmed, we will make that a top priority, that India is pulled into our side and away from them.
I fully agree. Another area that remains under-discussed is cooperation with India, specifically on energy. India has the world's largest population, a booming economy, and it's on track to become the world's largest economy in future years. President Trump is committed to American energy dominance, and obviously my home state of Texas is a powerhouse when it comes to energy. Talk a little bit about the possibilities for U.S.-India energy cooperation.
Look, possibilities are endless, Senator, as you pointed out. We fully intend in these trade talks that are ongoing right now to open the markets to crude oil, petroleum products, liquefied natural gas. You're talking about a population of 1.4 billion individuals there. Their middle class, by our definition, is larger than the entire United States of America. And so we have countless possibilities to expand into those markets, and we fully intend to do that.
You have a unique and strong relationship with President Trump. Could you comment on how you would leverage that deep personal relationship with leadership in India to help bring the conflict in Ukraine to an end?
Thank you for the question, Senator. Our president has a deep friendship with Prime Minister Modi, and that is something that is unique. In fact, if you have noticed, when he has gone after other nations, he tends to go after their leaders for putting us in that position and for the United States imposing those tariffs. When the president has been critical of India, he has gone out of his way to compliment Prime Minister Modi. They have an incredible relationship. I've been with him in the same room. We're not that far apart on a deal already on these tariffs. To your point, getting India to stop buying Russian oil is a top priority for this administration. Bringing peace around the world is a top priority to this administration. This president has engaged in trying to resolve wars and conflicts all over the world, from Africa to the Middle East to Ukraine and even Southeast Asia. So I agree with you wholeheartedly. I think the time will arrive upon us in the next few weeks and next few months. Trump has been crystal clear on this. They must stop buying Russian oil.
Mr. Gore, India's purchase of Russian oil is a significant issue for our foreign policy interests. As our next ambassador to India, how do you view India's choice in light of U.S. tariffs and our strategic goals?
Thank you for the question, Senator. President Trump has been crystal clear on this. They must stop buying Russian oil. And I believe almost every single member of this committee has co-sponsored Senator Graham's legislation, which has proposed a 500% tariff on secondary purchase and reselling of Russian oil. The president has only imposed a 25% tariff, and he's fully encouraging also our European partners and others around the world to stop that. Our tariffs work if our partners around the world are on the same page. If we're unilaterally putting tariffs on someone, but they're able to buy the same oil and resell the same oil through China, through India, through Brazil, that's a problem. And so we fully intend on fixing that.
India is a vital counterweight to communist China in the Indo-Pacific. So our relationship is very important. I'm concerned that India is a member of the BRICS organization alongside some of our biggest adversaries. So how are you going to deal with that?
Senator, I share those concerns with you. With that said, the Indians have been on our side on various issues within BRICS, including several individuals in BRICS, Brazil, China, have pushed for years to move away from the U.S. dollar. India has been the stopgap for that. India is much more willing and open to engage with us than with some of those other individuals that are in